Hello everybody, good morning. Let's check this mic. Oh, okay, getting a kind of a late start today, but that's okay. Okay, if you guys are here, go ahead and say hello. I'm gonna pull up the Spotify for you right now. Okay. Hi, John. Good morning. Okay. So you guys, if you haven't heard about it or you haven't tried it, I got to sneak in on a little pod private class this morning in the main studio. There was an extra spot, so I snuck in, and it was amazing. It's really nice in there, just like old times, real hot yoga class. So if you guys didn't know about it, shoot us a DM on Instagram or send us an email, and we can see if you've got a group of friends, get them in there. Okay, so I'll go ahead and send through the playlist now through Spotify. So if you guys are into it, if you want to use it, go ahead and hit play. And then let's start on your back today in Shavasana. So legs long, arms long. And just go ahead and let your body settle. So let your toes turn out. And pick up your shoulders, roll them down away from your ears, and then fingertips spread. And belly button, let it fall to your spine. And let's take this place, or at least the next, we'll say, minute or so, to go ahead and gather up anything that is in your life, whether it's something that you feel physically or maybe a thing that you've been hyper focused on mentally. Okay, take those things, we'll call them loose ends for right now. Okay, any loose ends that you've got going on. Okay, create a mental space to pour them all into. Okay, so pour in all the loose ends. Okay, and then like those loose ends were little particles in your lungs. Okay, you're going to take an inhale for the count of 4. So you're filling up with the loose ends. 3, 2, 1. And then open your mouth and send them out. And seal your lips and take an inhale for the count of 4. 3, 2, 1. And if there's more loose ends, open your mouth and exhale, let them out. And last time, lips sealed, breathe into the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then mouth open, let them go. And then feel it. You can slide your ankles together to touch. And point the toes, reach the arms over your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Shoulders down your back, pull your belly button, inhale. And then exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then depending on which way you're facing, let's rock forward and back. So hopefully your feet were towards the top of your mat. Okay, but no worries if they're not. Go ahead and rock yourself to a seat. And cross your ankles, plant your hands, and come on back to tabletop. Okay, and then set it up. Fingertips spread out nice and wide. Okay, your collarbone should be spread wide. Push the weight into your left knee, and please kick your right leg back behind you in space. Okay, so notice if there's any sort of lift of the right hip. It may be subtle. Okay, try to square the right hip down, pull your heart forward. Okay, and then belly in to breathe in. And exhale, you're going to set your right toes off onto the mat. Okay, so I want you guys to feel, you can look at it if you really want to, but more importantly, feel your back foot. So take the right heel forward. Okay, hopefully you notice that your right quad, it really is engaged right here. Okay, so my quad is engaged. Maybe you can see it. Take an inhale. And then exhale, send your right heel back. Okay, so notice when the heel is back, you get a lot more stretch of the calf muscle. Okay, your right quad can still be engaged if you choose for it to be. And do that one more time. Inhale, right heel forward, heart forward. So collarbones in line with your fingertips. And then exhale, you push the right heel back and your collarbones slide behind your wrists. Okay. And let's take it back to tabletop. Shift all the weight into your right knee. Send the left leg back in space, toes point down. And then notice, so sometimes you may need to use your core, pull your belly in to let that left hip roll down. Okay, let your collarbones keep spreading apart. Okay, lower your left toes down to the ground. Okay, so your hips are square. Take the left heel forward, slide the shoulders forward. Okay, so if it is not on fire through your left quad, pull it in. Okay, keep squeezing your biceps towards each other. And then send the left heel back. So it's a really subtle movement, you guys. It's just something that's going to help you for the entirety of this practice. Okay, we're just learning how to use our legs, really. Okay, so do it one more time. Left heel forward, engage to the left leg. Okay, your thumb bones and your index fingers, those are the heaviest parts of your hand. Okay, left heel, push it back. Okay, a little more opening through the calf. And then come to tabletop, please. Left knee to the mat. Oh, to cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chin, look up. And then to cat pose, chin to your chest, round your spine. And 2 more. Cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chin, look up. And cat pose, chin to your chest, round your spine. And inhale, come back to neutral. And curl your 10 toes under. And then send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, so notice with your feet. So just for, we'll say, educational purposes, okay, lift your heels up, down dog. Okay, so see how when your heels are lifted, your upper thighs want to engage, and that's a good thing, but that's not really how we want down dog. So take your downward dog like you did earlier. Let the heels settle down, okay? And you want to feel it like you're pushing your heels down. So your quads are still engaging, it's just in a slightly different way. Your toes possibly are totally lifted off the mat, your toes. Okay, balls of your feet stay connected. Pull your belly button in and back to your spine. And then to your nose, you take a breath in. And to your nose, you let a breath out. Good. Inhale, lift your heels, look to the top. And exhale, take 2 steps to the top of the mat. And toes together, inhale, lift halfway. Bow forward and dive. Inhale, rise up, push down to your heels, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands together, press center of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms, lift your chin, take your gaze high. And bow forward and dive. Exhale, hands to the mat. Okay. Inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to high plank, high push-up. So notice, now you have both feet on the mat. Okay, it should never be heels back like this in plank, right? You don't want to stretch your calves here. You want to strengthen your quads. So heels forward, heart lifts. Exhale, bend the arms, lower all the way down to your belly. And point your toes. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your heart up. Okay, let the front of your shoulders slide to the back of your shoulders. Squeeze your butt cheeks, lift your heart more. Exhale, lower your chest down. Okay, curl your 10 toes, either push up to plank or come through it to tabletop. Curl your 10 toes and lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Okay, and notice what's happening. So really it's your ankle placement, right, that decides how you activate your legs, especially in your dog. Okay, so soften your ankles, keep your arms straight and strong. Inhale, lift your heels, look to the top. Bend the knees and take 2 steps to the top, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, you bow. Inhale, rise, straighten your arms, palms touch. Exhale, hands together, center of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms, lift the chin, take the gaze high. Exhale, bow forward and dive. You can move slower than you think. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back, high plank. Okay, heels forward. So remember, I want you to feel this in your legs a lot. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower chaturanga. Okay, knees can lower because you're holding it. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, lower your heart down. Okay, point the toes, interlace your hands behind your butt. And straighten the arms, pick up your chest. And then exhale, pick up your legs, toes, knees, and thighs. Okay, front of your shoulders to the back of your shoulders. Let the pinky toe side edge swing down. Pull the knuckles back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower your chest. And hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes, belly in. Okay, push up to plank or tabletop. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, curl your toes under and go ahead and find your way to your downward dog. And then just notice what's happening with your legs. If your quadriceps are completely turned off, okay, do that adjustment of your ankles so that you can really start to get stronger in your lower half. Inhale, lift your heels, look up to the top. Bend the knees, exhale, 2 steps to the top, forward fold. Okay. Inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, fold all of the way. Inhale, stand up, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, hands together to your heart. Inhale, sweep to reach, lift your chin, look up high. Exhale, bow forward and dive, hands to the mat. And belly in, inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Okay, everybody keep the knees lifted, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Remember, heels forward in your chaturanga. Okay, to upward facing dog, you roll over the toes, use your triceps. And to downward facing dog, lift your hips. Okay, soften the breath, take an inhale to your nose. And let an exhale come out to your nose. Inhale, lift your heels, look up to the top of the mat, bend both of your knees. Exhale, 2 steps to the top, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, you bow. Okay, listen, inhale, stand up, straighten your legs, bring your palms to touch. And then exhale, lower your right arm and side bend to the right. Okay. Inhale, come right on back to center, palms touch. Exhale to the left, reach up and over. And inhale, come up to center, palms touch, toes should also be touching. And separate the hands, bend your knees and slide your hips down, Utkatasana. Okay, feel your chair pose, draw your tailbone down. Engage your breath, so your rib cage squeezes in, your heel bones root down solid. Okay, and then explore everything there is to explore here. Okay, so you've got your breath. Use your heels. Inhale, stand up, add a backward bend. Exhale, bow forward and dive, hands to the ground. Okay. Inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back and bend your elbows. Lower chaturanga on the same breath. Out. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Can you roll your shoulders back? Okay, weight's gonna go to your right leg. Kick your left leg up to the sky. And you're there, three-legged downward facing dog. Okay, so push your right heel down. Okay, we're making this class about your ankles and your hamstrings. Okay, nice fun combo. So push your right heel down, pull the left heel up. Okay, you're gonna stay here for your in-breath so your hips stay square. And bring your left knee to your nose as you exhale, heart forward. Inhale, left leg, kick it up and back. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, heart forward. You're using that right ankle. Inhale, left leg kicks up and back. Exhale, left knee back to your nose. See how high my right heel is? Okay, left foot steps. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms up. To warrior two, exhale, open up. Okay, to reverse, inhale, left arm up and back. And exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat. Right foot steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, stand up, palms together to touch. This time, bend your knees, sit down and twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. We're not here for too long. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Okay, pull your heart forward and draw your belly in. Cool. To reverse, unwind, inhale, stand up. Your arms backward bend. Exhale, bow forward. Weight to the right foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Slide your left foot back to extended pyramid. So just land on the ball of your left foot. Okay. You should feel this so similar to your three-legged down dog. Okay. So similar. Not the same, but definitely it goes in the back of your right hamstring. Pull your collarbones forward. Just push just the tips of your fingers to the mat and try to send your right ass cheek back. Okay, pull your belly button in. Okay, draw your breath in from here. Everybody bend your right knee, plant your hands, and step your right foot back, hips lift, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank, high push-up. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You soften your shoulders, keep pushing your hands to the ground. And then please kick your right leg up, three-legged downward dog. Okay, so take a second to, even if it's just learning about your body, right? Some days I'm like, I don't want to learn about yoga anymore. I just want to feel things in my body. So even if that's you today, okay, feel your left hamstring open. Okay, you're grounded in the ball of your left foot, right leg stays lifted. And exhale, right knee to your nose. Use that left toe. Inhale, right leg up and back so the left heel softens. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg kicks up and back. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So high on your left toes. Right foot steps through, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two, exhale, open up. To reverse, inhale, right arm up and back. And exhale, windmill, hands to the mat. Hop your left foot up to the right. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, you bow down. Inhale, stand up, palms together to touch. Exhale, bend your knees, sit and twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Okay? So find your prayer twist, more weight into your heels. More squeeze to the upper inner thighs. Yeah, and then make this about your ankles. Can you soften your toes? Okay, so rooted to the heels, but the arches of your feet are supported. And unwind, inhale, stand up, look up, add a little backward bend. Exhale, bow forward and dive. Okay, weight to your left foot, inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, you slide your right ball of your right foot to the back of your mat, extended pyramid. And just breathe. Like this could be your tighter side. It definitely is mine. Heart forward in space. And feel the spread across your collarbones. Okay, pull the belly button in. Keep lengthening to your heart. Okay, and then however you need to transition, bend the left knee, plant the hands, step your left foot back to downward facing dog. And then inhale, you come forward, high plank, heels are forward. Exhale, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take an inhale to your nose. And then you exhale out through your nose. Cool, shoulders on your back. Take your right leg to the sky, please. Again, 3-legged downward facing dog. And then exhale, take a big step forward with your right foot. You're going to lower your left knee down, uncurl your back toes, and inhale, sweep the arms up. Okay. So you're coming into Anjaneyasana, and just be gentle for right now with what's happening with your left hamstring. With your left psoas muscle. So the front of your left hip is what I meant to talk about. Lift the heart up. And then exhale, you start to twist to the right. So some of us may need to sit back a little bit on your knee to get the twist. Some of you can go a little bit deeper into the leg. Okay, right hand on the sacrum can be a nice option if you're having trouble with the twist. Try to keep your heart over your hips though. Okay, belly in. Pull the right toes off the mat. Work the length in your spine. Good, you guys. Undo the twist. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Into half splits. Take your hands to the mat. Send your hips back. Flex the right toes. Okay, and then you're really pulling your heart forward. So option to stay here again if you're pretty tight. Okay, or left hand grabs outside of your left foot. Keep the right hand on the mat for now though. Okay, and then push your right fingertips like towards the top of the mat. So your right hip goes back. Maybe you look to the right, maybe you don't. And then with your breath, let's let it go. Okay, hands to the mat, curl the left toes, lift the left knee, pause. You're going to sweep your arms forward in space, power lunge. Okay, so activating now to the hamstring. Push your right heel down. Notice what's happening in your left foot. Are you getting lazy in the ankle or can you take the heel forward more? And inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Into warrior two, exhale, open up. Okay. With your breath, right palm flips, inhale, reverse. To warrior two. Okay. Inhale, right palm, reach it up, reverse it. Okay. To warrior two. Inhale, right palm, flip it up and back, reverse it. Okay. Exhale to warrior two. Stay with the lunge, hold it in your breath for 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, straighten the right leg, come to star pose, toes to the left, and then to the back, please, warrior two. Bend the left knee. Okay, hold it in your upper body, feel it in your breath, push the outer right heel down. Okay, left palm reverses, inhale, arm goes up and back. And exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat, step the left foot back, roll to the outer edge of your left foot, side plank, right arm up. Okay, and push into the thumb and the index finger on the left side. An option to float the right leg up if that's okay. Okay, let your upper chest lift up, draw your belly in. Good, you guys. 3-legged plank, right hand to the mat. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg's gonna kick up, please. 3-legged downward dog. Exhale, warrior two, face the back of the mat, windmill your arms, and sit down low in your hips. Okay, so find what is familiar in your body. Okay, you're still exhaling out all of those loose ends. Straighten the right leg, reach the right side forward, and you'll take triangle pose. Right hand to your right ankle, left arm to the sky. Maybe your right fingertips go to the mat. And then keep breathing, you guys. So twist, maybe your gaze looks up. Okay, but for sure your breath is moving fully and completely through that beautiful body of yours. Okay, from here, legs stay straight. Inhale, star pose. Turn the toes in. Exhale, bend your left knee. To reverse, left palm, inhale, reach it up and back. And exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat, pause. And then jump switch, please, to standing splits. Get the momentum, shift all the way to your right leg. Can you find more power to connect to your breath? And can you find more consistency just to meet yourself exactly where you are? Okay, keep pushing to the right heel, bend the right knee, let the left toes meet your right. And sweep both arms up to chair pose, please, Utkatasana. Okay. And let it feel a little bit more even from right to left. Notice what's happening in your feet. Can you soften to your toes? Okay, pull your belly in and squeeze the rib cage in. And inhale, stand up, straighten the arms, add that beautiful back bend. Exhale, bow forward and dive. And inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Use your breath, please. Left leg kicks up, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Okay, so right heel forward first, then lower the right knee, uncurl the toes, and sweep the arms up to Anjaneyasana. Okay, and just feeling where you are at in space. So again, your psoas muscles, they are so interwoven into like the whole middle part of our body, really. Okay, so if yours is tight, you send the hips back a little bit and then twist to the left. Okay, right arm forward, left hand to your sacrum. Pull the left toes off the mat, pull your heart up. Okay, good, you guys. Unwind, come back to your Anjaneyasana on the inhale. Into half splits, hands to the mat, send your hips back and flex your left toes. Okay, and just notice where your hips live. If they're really sliding to the right, slide them to the left. Okay, if it's intense, you can always stay square. Otherwise, right hand, reach for the outside of your left foot and try to breathe. Maybe you turn your gaze, maybe not. Okay, draw the breath in your body. If you've got that outer left foot, please let it go. And bend the left knee and crawl yourself back to the lunge. Curl the right toes, lift the knee, and then sweep the arms up and forward power lunge. Yeah, turn your belly on, push the left heel down. Hey, whatever your right ankle is doing is determining how much your right quad works, so fire it up. Good. Inhale, lift the arms, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, you open it up. Okay, sit down low, let that right hip track forward ever so slightly. Left palm flips, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, left palm, reach it up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale to warrior two. One more of those. Inhale, left arm, reach it up and back, exalt it. Exhale to your warrior two. I know, hold that sensation in your left leg. Okay, ribs are in, keep push to the integrity of your feet. Good, straighten the left leg, toes to the right, inhale. Star pose. Warrior two, right toes turn to the back of the mat. Okay, so giving both sides of your body a little bit more love at the same time with this sequence. Right palm flips, inhale, reverse the warrior two. Okay, exhale, windmill, plant your hands to the back of the mat, right foot steps. Roll outer edge of your right foot, reach the left arm up, side plank, Vashisthasana. Okay, let it happen in the way that it's going to happen. Float your right leg up if you haven't already. Cool, left hand to the mat, left foot to the mat, high plank. Heels forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. And take an inhale to your nose. And exhale out. Go left leg, please. Inhale, kick it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Step the left foot through, windmill the arms, open up wide. Okay, and just find your breath. Okay, straighten the left leg. Inhale, reach towards the front. And exhale, triangle. Left arm down, right arm up. Okay. And then as you allow for it, left ribs roll around, right hip is rolling forward. Okay. And then breathe into the back of your left hamstring, into the strength of your inner right thigh. Okay, so full in the breath. Inhale, star pose. Face the left side of your mat. Exhale to the front, you take a warrior two. Good. Let the left hip track forward now. Pull the belly in. To reverse. Inhale, right arm up and back. Exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat. Pause, jump, switch. So left foot is forward. You can spring into the left foot, standing splits. Right leg goes up high in the air. So much space in the breath, so much length in your heart. Yeah, really good, you guys. Try to find the squareness in your hips. Notice what your ankles are doing. Your hamstrings should be feeling open. Inhale. Exhale, left knee bends, right foot to the left fold. Okay, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, stand up, palms face. Chair pose, bend the knees, slide the hips low. Okay, and connect to everything that you have to connect to. Okay, if there are more loose ends that you can with your breath, then for real, send it out with your breath. Okay, you have this hour to do just that. So to sit down lower, okay, to work through the bullshit, to soften your shoulders, to pull the rib cage in. Inhale, stand up, straighten the arms, back bend. And to bow forward and dive. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, beautiful breath, soften your shoulders. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs, inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Bend the knees, exhale, hop through to your seat. Okay, undo the cross in your legs, reach your hands in front of you. Okay, so you're going to draw your belly and lift your heart up, and then stay nice and upright in your spine. Just rock back on your tailbone. So without rounding your back, float your legs up. You're flexing your ankles. Your feet could be together or apart. You're in boat pose. Okay, you stay lifted up on your inhale and boat. And then exhale, straighten the legs, lower halfway to canoe. Okay, from canoe, inhale, you bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow, twist. Inhale, back down to canoe. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back down to canoe. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, left. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, right. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, left. Okay, let's do it double time. Go. 10, 9, 8. You skip the middle part. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, you guys. Let the head go. Grab the fronts of your shins. Oh, let a slow breath out. Okay, and then let's find a little bit of momentum. So rock yourself forward and back. Okay, the key here, keep your big toes together, please. You're going to rock the weight onto your heels and reach forward into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Ooh. Okay, take an inhale, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands together, center of your heart. And inhale, sweep the arms, palms touch. Exhale, eagle wrap, please. Right leg over and right arm under. Okay, and palms face each other in space. Squeeze your inner thighs to touch. And inhale, lift the elbows up. And then exhale, round your spine and squeeze. Again, inhale, lift the elbows up. And exhale, round your spine and squeeze. Good. So find the eagle, release it. Inhale, right knee to your chest, arms up. Okay, let's try to keep the arms straight. Reach them in front of you. Step your right foot down. Send your left leg back, warrior 3. Okay, and as always, if that is too much in your low back, if your core isn't quite connected, to your experience this afternoon rather. Hands to your heart. Okay, you are in toppling tree. You are so smooth and connected and fluid with your breath. Okay, you're going to take this directly to the twist. So bend the right knee, left foot steps, left elbow crosses outside your right thigh, and then your gaze goes to the right. Okay, and so connected to your breath, you guys. I know you can't see your left heel, but notice what's happening. Take the heel in front of the toes, please. Okay, your right knee should still stay stacked over your right ankle. You'll feel this in your outer right hip for sure. Draw your belly in. Okay, we'll windmill this to warrior 2, facing the front. Whoop. Arms reach out, look over the right fingertips. Okay, so still feeling the space in that outer right hip. Reverse the warrior, inhale, right arm. And then exhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Float the left leg up. Okay, reach the left arm up. If you can hover those right fingertips off the mat, amazing. Give them a hover off the mat. Okay, so good. Keep the breath connected. Let the hamstrings open. Okay, soften your breath. Bend the right knee and light land into your warrior 2. Okay, sit down low in your hips. Right palm flips. Inhale, you reverse, warrior 2. And exhale, come to side angle, please. So modification, right forearm to right thigh, left arm over. Okay, if you want to take right arm to the ground, you may. But I want you guys to keep this in your legs. Okay, so if it feels like it is crunchy at all, crunchy is not really something we want in yoga. A lot of times we crunch when we go down too far. So try to feel it. Reach the left arm forward. 2 more breaths. So good. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Okay, shoulders are down, straighten the right leg. Turn the toes to the left and bring your hands onto your hips. Okay, just scooch to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift the heart up. And then exhale, hinge forward and bow. Okay, so wide-legged forward fold here. Okay, with your hands underneath your shoulders. So you want your wrists directly underneath your elbows. Okay, and push your thumbs together. Push the heels away from each other. And just breathe. Okay, breathe into every single thing that your breath has to offer you here. Shoulders down your back. Keep pushing your outer thighs out. And inhale, walk your hands out and away from you. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Pivot on your toes. Soften the left knee down. Okay, you'll uncurl your toes and then come into Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms up. Okay, for this Anjaneyasana, we want it to be about the backward bend. So interlace your hands on top of your head. Straight arms, soften your shoulders, squeeze the biceps to the ears, and then lift the heart up and look up. Tailbone down, pull the ribs in, reach the left toes back, hold it. And then slowly let it go, you guys. Hands to the mat, curl the left toes, lift the knee. Okay, right foot steps back to plank. And lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Okay, totally get it. If that back bend was really intense, you can stay. Or inhale, come forward, high plank. Please keep using your ankles. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Head below your heart. Oh, let's take your big toes together to touch. Shoulders down. Inhale, lift your heels, look up. And bend the knees, light hop up, top of the mat, forward fold. And inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, straighten the arms, palms touch. Exhale, eagle, left leg goes up and over, left arm goes under. Okay, and find the connection to the breath. Weight is in your right standing heel. Inhale, pick your elbows up. And then exhale, round and squeeze, elbows to knees. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, round and squeeze, elbows come down to your knees. Okay. And let's unwind it. Release the arms, left knee to the chest. Keep the arms straight. Okay, you'll step onto the left foot and send the right leg back. Warrior 3. Okay, again, if there's extra tightness in your left hamstring or not enough strength in your core today for the arms straight, you can always do toppling tree, hands to your heart. Okay, micro bend in your left knee may create more stability. Okay, so let your legs stay open, heart forward. Okay, as your left knee bends, you step back, hands to your heart, and twist, right elbow outside your left thigh. Okay, keep pushing your right big toe down. Okay, allow for your right ribs to go around. Okay, keep the stability for the integrity of your feet. You'll use it, unwind, open right up to warrior 2. Ooh, the bend stayed in that left leg. Straighten your arms, really use the back foot. Flip the left palm up. Inhale, reverse the warrior, left arm goes up. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon rising. Maybe your left fingertips never touch. Okay. And find more stability. Dig deeper for your breath. Ooh, from here, bend the left knee, step the right foot back, you lunge. Okay, reverse, inhale, warrior 2, left arm reaches. And then exhale to side angle. So left forearm on the thigh is a really great place to be, you guys. It never has to be further. Okay, but if it does feel good without the crunch, then let it go further. Okay, stay here for 5 breaths. Two more breaths. Okay, right shoulder down your back. Keep pushing your heels down. And inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Okay, this time straighten the left leg. Turn the toes to the right. Interlace your hands behind you and just scooch back to the side of your mat. Straighten the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward and dive. Wide-legged fold. Belly button to your spine. Gently release your hands down to the ground. And inhale, walk your hands away from you. Exhale, walk your hands to the floor. Pivot on your toes. Bend the left knee. So you find your lunge. Soften the right knee down. Release the back toes. And inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Okay, shoulders are down your back. Interlace your hands on top. Index fingers out. And then lift your heart up and back. Gaze up. Good, you guys. Release the hands to the mat, plant them, curl the right toes, lift the knee, and step the left foot back, high plank. And then either downward dog or bend the arms, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog, heart lifts. And exhale to downward facing dog, head below your heart. Okay, let's take your hands back to your feet, please. Back of the mat, little soft bend to the knees. And then round yourself up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Okay. And let's take this connection to the breath. So weight's going to go to your right foot. Standing wind relieving pose, right knee to the chest, hands interlace. Okay, so you guys did this earlier. On your knee, now you're going to try it standing. Left hand's going to grab the outside of your right foot. Okay, right hand can go to your low spine. Okay, or right arm goes back, kick the right heel forward, twist to your right. Okay, heart goes up in space. Keep pushing the right heel away from you. Breathe into your balance. So keep pressing the right heel away. Soften your shoulders. Yeah. Okay, so remember how that feels with the strength of the right leg. Unwind. You're going to take yourself back to square. Okay, step forward onto your right foot. Okay, and come to revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So same idea. Okay, your left fingertips, maybe they grab the outside of your right foot. Okay, maybe they just reach straight down, but try to breathe here. Push into your right heel like crazy. Okay, let the right shoulder stack on top of your left. Good. Okay, slowly come back to center. Right hand to the mat, left foot to the mat. Little bend to the knees, soften your breath, head hangs. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, just bow down and fold. Okay, and then roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Okay. Top of the mat, arms by your sides, soften your gaze. Weight to the right foot, bring your left knee into your chest. So standing when relieving, you can do it, hard up. Okay, and nothing wrong with staying here. If it feels really strong today, try it. Okay, otherwise, right hand's gonna grab outside of your left foot, left hand to your low back. Ooh. Find your balance, try to keep your spine nice and tall, and then kick your left foot out any amount. Okay, maybe your left arm reaches. Okay, remember what that feels like. Bend the left knee, take it back to center, please. Arms straight up. Okay, you step onto your left foot now. Right leg comes back. Go back to the twist rather in your upper body. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, left arm to the sky, right fingertips to the mat. Try to roll your left shoulder up. Keep pushing your right heel back. Okay, soften your shoulders. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right foot to the left, little bend to the knees. And inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, rise, stand up. Add the back bend, last thing on your feet. Exhale, go right back down, forward fold. Inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Nice, everybody. Take yourself to high plank, please. High push-up, heels forward. Okay, heels forward. Check out the strength of your belly. And then exhale, lower all the way down, please. Okay. And right away, bend your knees. Reach back for the outsides of your ankles with your hands. Set up for floor bow. You squeeze your inner thighs together. Flex your ankles if you can. Lift the heart. And then exhale, kick back. Kick back. Draw your belly in. Okay, try to soften your shoulders. Lift your heart up more. Soften your gaze. And then go. Any other loose ends that you got to get rid of, kick through them. Okay, exhale through them. Shoulders are soft. Breath is light. Stay with it. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Hands underneath your shoulders. Curl your 10 toes. Push up, high plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. And let's take your right leg up, please. 3-legged dog. And exhale, step your right foot onto the mat. So directly inside your right thumb, soften the left knee down. Uncurl the back toes and reach your right arm to the sky to start. Okay. And just notice where you're at. So this may be a lot for some of you. You can stay. To take it deeper, you bend the left knee, reach back inside of your left ankle with your right hand. Ooh, if it's excruciating, don't do it. Just keep the legs straight and try to breathe. Okay, maybe a gentle little push on the inside of your right thigh. Heavy hips, inhale, reach the right arm up. Okay, listen, you're going to turn the right toes forward, take the right hand outside of your right foot, and bring this directly into sleeping pigeon. So heel toe the right foot across the mat, let the knee fall down. Okay, inhale, lift the heart, use all the space you've created in your left psoas. And then exhale, take your chest forward and down, sleeping pigeon. Relax and breathe. And listen here, you're going to take your hands back to the mat, shift all the weight onto your right hip. Okay, left leg swings around. Take your right hand behind you and lift your hips up, flash stance pose, hips to the sky. Push your right hip to the side wall, left fingertips to the back of the space. And then let it go slow, drop your bum down. And cross your feet, lift your hip, plant your hands, and step back, downward facing dog. Okay. And if you want it, inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing dog. Left leg, please. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to your left. Not to your wrist, sorry. Step the left foot through. Lower the right knee down. And uncurl the back toes. So hips stay heavy. Reach the left arm to the sky. Twist first. Okay. And then know that the order of poses that we do, the sequence as you call it in yoga, okay, it can get different results, right? Depending on the day, depending on the practice, depending on how you're guided in. So stay here if you want more. Bend the right knee, reach for the inside of your ankle. Okay, so it really isn't to say that the same pose should feel the same way every day. Okay, because sometimes we notice new things, we notice different things. And again, it's not about like who's instructing. It's just about creating this awareness and paying attention to how we hold on to emotions and to thoughts and to feelings. Okay, and if we choose to tie up those loose ends or we kind of let them fray out into the world, okay, you're always going to notice as long as you've got the practice of yoga. Okay, if you have that back foot, please let it go. Heel to the left foot across the mat. Okay, open the left knee, flex the ankle. Okay, reach the heart up, draw your belly in. And then exhale, set up for sleeping pigeon. Okay, into your forearms or maybe all the way to your chest, but relax and breathe wherever you end up. And slowly start to make your way back up. Okay, sit on to that left hip, swing the right leg all the way around. Okay, and set up for a flash stance. So left hand behind you, lift the hips, reach the right arm up. And draw your left shoulder down, pull your belly button to your spine, lengthen your inhale. And then exhale, let it go. Come onto your bum. Okay, instead of going to downward dog, straighten the left leg and slide the hips back. So fleshy part comes out from under. Okay, reach the arms up in space, belly in. And then exhale, hinge at the waist and grab for your feet. It could be tops of your feet or outsides of your feet. Shoulders down your back. Try not to jam this into your lumbar spine. Try to pull your chest up and push your heels forward. Okay, it's okay if your legs don't straighten. Mine sure don't. Just breathe. Okay, shoulders move down your back. Keep pushing your heels away from you. Inhale. And then exhale, release your feet, sit up tall. Okay, we'll take a passive forward fold. So take the soles of your feet together, open your knees, sort of like butterfly. But I want you to lift your knees up like halfway. Take your hands, slide them underneath your calves, and grab the tops of your feet with your hands. Okay, once you get the grip, you can let the legs fall, chin to your chest, let your forehead hang. And I really like to turn my palms face up in this pose, but up to you guys. And let your head fall down. And as you connect to the shape, you may feel that this is exactly what you need to slow down, to kind of keep exhaling any residual loose ends that you've got this morning, this afternoon, today. But when you do feel ready, just squeeze your knees up a little bit so that you can slide your hands out. And help yourself to some water if you're having water. An option to seal off your practice seated upright in a comfortable seat, cross-legged, or going all the way down to your back to Shavasana. Okay, and just keep breathing as you are. Okay. And also know, you guys, that you don't have to figure it all out. And with one practice of yoga, right? That rarely ever happens. Okay? It's this repetitive action of coming back, okay, until you get to the point where the physicality of the yoga practices almost takes a back seat to that mental clarity, okay, to the headspace, to that thing. It's like the yoga high that we kind of talk about, that we're all familiar with, hopefully. And so let it be about your mind today. Let it be about the willingness and the clarity that you receive when you do address and acknowledge and work through any of those loose little things that may be floating around in your life. And you're welcome to take the time to stay with that for as long as you need today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, you'll be back with Joe tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys next time. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.